What up, it's Mr. Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. 30 West and Likely Story announced Thursday that John Carney will direct Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas in the musical comedy Power Ballad. Filming began in Dublin at the end of April. Carney co-wrote the script with Peter McDonald. The film is about a wedding singer and a rock star torn apart by a song. The announcement did not say which actor plays which part, but Jonas is a rock star in real life. Jonas has also appeared on screen in films like Midway and Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. Carney said in a statement, "I've been working on the script with my buddy Peter for years. Now Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas are in my kitchen." Rudd has been acting since 1995's Clueless and Halloween's The Curse of Michael Myers. He is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Ant-Man and the Ghostbusters franchise. Carney previously directed the music-centric film Once, Being Against, Sing Street, and Flora and Son. Kristen Stewart and Oscar Isaac are attached to star in the vampire thriller Flesh of the Gods. The new film is directed by Panos Cosmatos and features a script by Andrew Kevin Walker based on his story with Cosmatos. Deadline and Variety reported the casting Thursday. Flesh of the Gods is set in Glitter's 80s LA. Stewart and Isaac play Alex and Raul, a married couple whose descend each evening from their luxury skyscraper condo and head into an electric nighttime realm. The official description also reads, when they cross paths with the mysterious and enigmatic Nameless and her hard-partying cabal, Raul and Alex are seduced into a glamorous, surrealistic world of hedonism, thrills, and violence. Cosmatos added, like Los Angeles itself, Flesh of the Gods inhabits the liminal realm between fantasy and nightmare. Both propulsive and hypnotic, Flesh will take you on a hot rod, joyride deep into the glittering heart of hell. Flesh of the Gods will begin filming later this year. The movie will be presented at the Cannes Film Market with XYZ Films to handle international rights and CAA and WME to oversee domestic sales. Stewart most recently starred in the romantic thriller Love Lies Bleeding, while Isaac played the title character in the Marvel series Moon Knight. Glenn Close and Jeremy Irons will reunite in a new comedy film. The Hollywood Reporter said Thursday that Close and Irons will star in the film Encore. Close and Irons previously collaborated on the Broadway play The Real Thing, the Oscar-winning 1990s thriller Reversal of Fortune, and the 1993 period drama The House of Spirits. The pair will star with Henry Winkler and Don Johnson in Encore. Variety confirmed the casting. Encore is written by Robert Nelson Jacobs and directed by Simon Curtis. The film will be presented to international buyers at the Cannes Film Market in June. Close and Irons played Marie and Nigel, former Broadway icons, who become new residents at a retirement home. Marie plans a show with the residents in the hopes of reviving Nigel's passion for theater and embracing this new chapter in their lives. Curtis says, "I love Robert's touching and hilarious script from the moment I read it, and it has been thrilling to see some of the greatest actors in the world respond in the same way. I look forward to continuing to build a dream cast so audiences can imagine a group of their favorite actors living out of their golden years under the same roof." Encore is produced by Temple Hill Entertainment. Protagonist Pictures will handle international rights with UTA Independent Film Group and CAA Media Finance to oversee U.S. sales. Disney Plus announced a new Simpsons short on Thursday. May the 12th Be With You will premiere May 10th ahead of Mother's Day. Marge Simpson joins the moms at Disney Plus on Mother's Day and goes on an adventure. The synopsis promises a surprising old friend. The art shows a Wookiee screaming at Marge under her beehive hair, bends backwards. Perhaps this is a Chewbacca moment. The Simpsons have produced several short films for Disney Plus, including Star Wars parodies, Rogue Not One, and The Force Awakens from its nap. Billie Eilish co-starred in one short and other spoof Marvel and Disney princesses. The Simpsons is in the 35th season on Fox, Sunday nights at 8 p.m. It's renewed through season 36. The characters became part of the Disney family when Disney purchased the 20th Century Fox in 2019. Maya Rudolph and Jake Gyllenhaal will help Saturday Night Live close out its 49th season. Rudolph, the actress and comedian who starred on SNL from 2000 to 2007, will host the May 11th episode on the NBC Late Night Sketch Comedy Series. The episode will mark Rudolph's third time hosting the show. Vampire Weekend will perform as the musical guest for the fourth time. Gyllenhaal will host the SNL Season 49 finale May 18th, marking his third appearance as guest host. Sabrina Carpenter will make her debut on SNL as the musical guest. Singer-songwriter Dua Lipa was previously announced to host and perform on Saturday's episode of Saturday Night Live. Recent guest hosts included Barbie actor Ryan Gosling, whose April 13th episode drew SNL's largest 7-day audience in years and was the most watched episode of the show on Peacock. Gosling and Mickey Day reprised the live-action Beavis and Butthead characters they played on SNL at the Los Angeles premiere of Gosling's film The Fall Guy this week. Netflix is teasing the new series Eric. The streaming service shared a trailer for the show Thursday featuring Benedict Cumberbatch. Eric is a thriller written and created by Abby Morgan and directed by Lucy Forbes. Cumberbatch plays Vincent, a leading puppeteer and the creator of the hit children's show Good Day Sunshine, whose life unravels when his 9-year-old son Edgar goes missing on the way to school. Morgan told Netflix Tadam, Eric is a dark and crazy journey into the heart of the 1980s New York, the good, bad, and ugly world of Vincent. The trailer shows Vincent, played by Cumberbatch, create Eric, a blue monster puppet inspired by his son's drawing, and becomes convinced that the puppet is the key to bring Edgar home. Gabby Hoffman, McKinley Belcher III, and Ivan Howe also star. Netflix shared a poster for the show. Eric premieres May 30th. Cumberbatch is known for playing Doctor Strange in a Marvel Cinematic Universe. His previous TV roles include Sherlock Holmes on Sherlock. Actress, comedian, and TV personality Rosie O'Donnell has joined the season 3 cast of And Just Like That. The Mad's comedy Instagram shared videos on its story Wednesday showing a script and a placard with O'Donnell's name along with the monkey of a new character called Molly. No other details about her character or storyline were immediately released as production got underway this week. The Sex and the City sequel series stars Sarah Jessica Parker, Kristen Davis, Cynthia Nixon, Evan Handler, Mary Cantone, and Sarita Chowdhury. It is unclear whether John Colbert will return for season 3. Karen Pittman and Sarah Ramirez depart the ensemble after 2 seasons. Well, Cobra Kai will conclude with a 3-part final season. Netflix announced Thursday that Season 6 will be split into 3 parts, with each part to consist of 5 episodes. Part 1 will premiere July 18th, with Part 2 to follow November 24th, and Part 3 to be released in 2025. Cobra Kai is a comedy drama series, a sequel to the Karate Kid films, Ralph Macchio and William Zabka reprised their roles as Daniel and Johnny. Lawrence, adults who trained, who trained in a new group, a group of people in karate. Season 6 picks up where the Cobra Kai dojo deciding if and how they will compete in the Seiki Taiki Karate World Championships after being eliminated from the Valley. Meanwhile, Cobra Kai founder John Kress, played by Martin Dove, resurfaces after faking his death and escaping from prison. Kovac previously teased there's a lot of surprises in Season 6. You'll love it. The Season 6 cast will include Yolo Duane, Jacob Bertrand, Mary Mouser, Tanner Buchanan, Paysam Peyton List, Johnny DeSenio, Courtney Hellinger, Vanessa Rubio, Dallas Dupree Young, Yuki Yokomoto, Alex Hannah Kim, Griffin Santapierre, and Una Brown. Cobra Kai is written and executive produced by Josh Harold, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossenberg. The trio announced in November 2023 that Season 6 will be their final show. Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks are set to star in an executive produced series based on Alastair Burke's thriller, The Better Sister. The official synopsis reads: Chloe moved through the world with her handsome husband, Adam, and teenage son Ethan by her side, while her estranged sister, played by Nikki Banks, hustles to make meat while trying to stay clean. When Adam is brutally murdered, the prime suspect sends shockwaves throughout the family and Noken. Olivia Mitch, whose credits include Ocean 8, and Regina Corrado, who has worked on Mayor of Kingstown, will serve as a showrunner and executive producer from the Prime Video project. Tanya, Pam, and Tommy and Corella director Craig Gillespie is helming the series. Vernon Sanders, the head of television for Amazon MGM Studios, said in a statement Wednesday, being beyond an exciting thriller full of twists and turns, The Better Sister is a gripping story about faith and forgiveness. The brilliant duo Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks are sure to bring these characters to life in the most authentic way, alongside the most authentic way alongside Olivia, Regina, Craig, and the talented team at Tomorrow Studios. The series is in the best hands to bring Alastair Burke's original IP to life for our global Prime Video customers. Longtime friends Mia Farrow and Patti LuPone will star together in a new Broadway comedy. Farrow and LuPone will return to the stage in The Roommate, a new comedy by Jen Silverman. The Roommate is directed by Jack O'Brien and will begin productions August 29th at the Booth Theater in New York City. The play officially opens September 12th. Farrow and LuPone first met on Broadway in 1979 while starring in the romantic comedy and Evita, respectively. The pair later reconnected via their mutual friend, the late Stephen Sondheim, according to the New York Times. Farrow said in a statement, "The Roommate is funny, quirky, and brilliantly written, and when I learned that Patti LuPone was interested in doing, how can I resist? She is, of course, a Broadway icon without a parallel of what we've been talking about as without parallel me. We have been friends for decades, and it's exciting to return to Broadway." LuPone said, "It's always a big decision to return to the stage, and I certainly had no intentions of being back on Broadway so fast. But when I read the play and heard mid-air, heard Mia was attached. It became the easiest decision of my life. I've always been a fan of Mia's work, and she is a treasured friend. We're going to have a blast. The pair will play Sharon and Robin, unlikely roommates from vastly different backgrounds who navigate the, quote, complexities of identity, morality, and the promise of reinvention. LuPone last appeared on Broadway in the 2021 musical Company, while Farrow was last seen in the 2014 play Love Letters. Universal Orlando has officially announced Super Nintendo World as part of its upcoming Universal Epic Universe theme park. Super Nintendo World will feature Super Mario Land and Donkey Kong Country and open at the park in 2025. Super Nintendo World will allow guests to step into the world of beloved Nintendo characters including Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, and Donkey Kong. The experience is developed in partnership between Universal Creative and Nintendo to create a multi-sensory environment where guests can experience Nintendo games in a world in a whole new way. Super Mario Land will feature Mario Kart Browser's Challenge, a ride-through experience that brings the Mario Kart video game series to life. Yoshi's Adventure, a family-friendly ride through Mushroom Kingdom, Toadstool Cafe, and more. Donkey Kong Country will allow guests to explore the lush tropical landscape from the video game series. Attractions include Mini Kart Madness, a first-of-its-kind family coaster inspired by the game's Mine Kart levels. Super Nintendo World will be one of 5 imaginative worlds at Universal Epic Universe, which also opens in 2025. Super Nintendo World previously launched at Universal Studios in Japan in 2021 and Universal Studios Hollywood in 2023. American Idol icons Clay Aiken and Ruben Studdard were the latest celebrity contestants to get the boot from The Masked Singer Wednesday night. The duo was dressed as Beats as they sang One Moment in Time, and I'm So Excited. Other celebrities contestants to get the boot in season 11 include Jennifer Lewis, Kay Flannery, Joe Bastianich, Billy Bush, Cisco, Colton Underwood, DeMarcus Wade, Charlie Wilson, and Savannah Chrisley. Kevin Hart unmasked himself in the season premiere. The season's Masked Singer judges are Robin Thicke, Jenny McCarthy, King Jean, and Rita Ora. Nick Cannon is the host. Country music star Randy Travis has announced he will release a new song on Friday. Travis posted on X Wednesday, "It's been a while since my last new recording, but I'm excited to share this Friday, May 3rd. I will be releasing my first brand new studio recording in more than a decade." The post included a brief video showing Travis laughing, working in a music studio, playing the keyboard, and sitting in his wheelchair. Travis suffered a stroke a decade ago and now has speech-limited aphasia that prevents him from speaking or singing at length. Best known for his songs Forever and Ever, Amen, I Won't Need You Anymore, Always and Forever, Too Gone, Too Long, I Told You So, Honky Tonk Moon, Deeper Than the Holler, and Is It Still Over? The 64-year-old North Carolina native also acted in The Rainmaker, The Long Ride Home, and Touched by an Angel, and co-authored the 2019 memoir, Forever and Ever, Amen. Doja Cat took the stage in The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The 28-year-old singer and rapper performed her song Acknowledge Me during Wednesday's episode of the NBC Late Night Talk Show. Doja Cat took to the stage in a mini dress and matching jacket covered in white faux hair. Acknowledge Me appears on Scarlet to Claude, the deluxe edition of Doja Cat's album Scarlet. The new version was released in April and featured a cover that shows a close-up of Doja Cat's bleached curls. During the Tonight Show interview, Doja Cat said the upcoming European leg of her Scarlet tour is inspired by hair. She added, without spoiling it, I wanted to be it kind of modeled after hair. That's the theme. Hair is the theme, so it's going to be a very hairy show. Doja Cat then helped host Jimmy Fallon dress up and dance in a hairy costume that her backup dancers wore during her recent performance at Coachella Music Festival. Doja Cat will perform 2 shows in the U.S. in June before beginning the European leg of her tour June 9th in Manchester, UK. And finally, Duane Eddy, the twangy, Grammy-winning rock guitarist who had a top 10 instrumental hits including Rebel Rouser and 40 Miles of Bad Road, and scored with the version of Henry Mancini's Peter Gunn, died Wednesday of cancer at a hospital in Franklin, Tennessee. His wife, Deed Abbott, told the Associated Press. Eddy had turned 86 last week. Eddy, who influenced a generation of guitar legends including George Harrison, John Fogerty, Bruce Springsteen, Ritchie Blackmore, Mark Knopfler, and the Ventures' Don Wilson, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994. Born on April 26, 1938 in Corning, New York, Eddy began playing guitar at the age of 5. He moved at the age of 13 with his family in Arizona, where he met local DJ Lee Hazelwood, and the two would share a long, fruitful association. Eddy first recorded with Jimmy Delbridge as Duane and Jimmy in 1955, and his debut single as a solo act to dent the charts came 3 years later with Movin' and Groovin'. His next hit featured Eddy's signature late 1950s Chet Atkins Gresh 6120, which changed the game. Rebel Rouser, which Eddy co-wrote with Hazelwood, was prime twang, played low with plenty of reverb and instantly recognizable. Billed on the label as Rebel Rouser, the song hit the Hot 100 as Jody Reynolds' Revert Drench Endless Sleep was in the top 5. The track featured guitar work from Al Casey, who played piano on Rebel Rouser, and was part of Eddy's backup band, The Rebels. Eddy often was backed by the Rebels during his career heyday. Providing Rebel yell-like whoops and hand claps on Rebel Rouser were members of the Sharps, who would go on to have a memorable, if minor, 1962 hit with Papa O Ma Mawal as the Rivingtons. The Trashmen famously incorporated that song into the hook of their song Surfin' Bird the following year. Eddy would follow Rebel Rouser with 2 more dozen chart singles through 1963, most notably 40 Miles of Bad Road and another U.S. top 10 record, Because They're Young, the title tune from the 1960s film starring American Bandstand host Dick Clark. Green's frontman, John Fogerty, who was famous for his swampy guitar sound and had lobbied hard to get Eddy into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, was called him the front guy, the first rock and roll guitar guy. Eddy was 86. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.